What's going on, y'all? St. Piper here, aka Black Native. I'm feeling real good today, but I want to know how you doing. Good? All things working for your good? That's good, family. All things working for mine as well. Thanks for asking. Today's video, I'm speaking on why it's so important for us to vote. It's extremely important for us to vote. Now, for a long time, I didn't take politics serious. I didn't take elections serious. I never voted in my life, but this time around, I'm going to vote for a presidential candidate. I'm going to take part in voting this year. I'm 25 years old. I never voted a day in my life. I'm not voting because of regular political reasons. I'm not doing this because of my duties, my responsibilities as a citizen. I'm doing this because I learned that politics, as well as business on a corporate level, and all things in the world are actually forms of magic and incantations and spells, and that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the spiritual happenings within each system, operation, and overall function of the world. That's what I'm interested in. So if you are interested in that, continue to watch this video, okay? So basically, politics is full of spiritual happenings as well as magical implications. Like, it's all over it. It's so all over it that I'm embarrassed a little bit to say that I didn't see it sooner, but that's all right. The reason why I'm voting this year is because we are one collective. We are an entity. We are one being. And when you're working with magic, you need permission, right? Let me start there first. When you're working with magic and you're doing spells and incantations, you need permission. You need people to willingly be involved in incantations and different rituals. You need things to happen willingly. People have to volunteer, all right? That's basically how it goes. Or if they're chosen, they have to basically give the ritual and everybody involved in the ritual access to their body and their energy. That's just a fact. That's how it works, okay? Even with demons and angels, you have to invite them into your life. Now, you can do this verbally. You can do this through implications. You can do this through watching movies, through listening to certain musical songs and themes. There's a lot of ways to invite things into your life, and when you invite things into your life, you give them permission to access your energy and permission to manipulate your physical being. All right, so that's first. Now, where does this permission come from? Because I'm saying politics is full of magic, and I'm saying politics has a lot of spiritual happenings that many people are unaware of. And this video is about how important it is for us to vote, right? And I've never seen this in my life until maybe 2 days ago. I think yesterday. But listen, if you have to be a willing participant of a ritual for it to operate at massive capacity, if you have to be volunteering for these things, where does that come in when it comes to voting? Well, when you're born, you have a birth certificate, all right, and you are given citizenship. Most people, you're given citizenship into whatever country you're given citizenship to. Now, your parents, they speak for you. So when they sign that birth certificate and when they allow citizenship to involve you, they speak for you because you're fresh out of them. So you become a part of this collective, this company, this country called the United States, or whatever country you're watching this from, whatever country you are a citizen of. You become a part of the collective. You become a part of that one complete being. It's a fact. Every country is a being. Every country is a being. It's a living organism. It's developing, it's growing, they die, right? They change powers, right? That's what people do, right? They change possession. We possess this country. Whoever is basically the powers that be, they possess the country. The country is a body, right? So basically, once they do that, you become a part of this being, right? And they willingly give you to this being. They willingly make you a part of it. You are willingly a part of this being. So why is it important for us to vote as each individual? Because if you don't vote, that doesn't mean you're not actively volunteering for whatever person, president, governor, or mayor to affect your life. You are voting. Your vote to not vote is a vote, and you're letting other people deliberately affect your everyday life by picking for you, right? They pick for you, right? Because you are them. We are one. We are a complete being. We are one body. We are one body. So you, whether you know it or not, are still giving permission to these people, these presidents, these beings, right, to affect your life. You're still giving them permission for them to come in and access your energy as well. Think about that. A lot of people don't vote because they think it don't matter. They think their votes don't count. I'm going to vote this year simply because I know whether I vote or not, the beings at the top have my energy, so I might as well have a say-so. I might as well, if there is a slim chance that it matters, I might as well stop being a volunteer and powerless participant. Like, I'm a voluntary and powerless participant in this magical ritual, right? And I'm not even getting anything out of it. I didn't even have a voice. I stayed silent, and that was my voice. So that's my whole point. We are, for magic to work, you gotta have willing participants, you gotta have energy, and it's gotta be a ritual or a lot of intent and some kind of action taken. Well, there's intent when you vote. There's intent when people run for office. There's intent when there's campaigning, right? There's intent when there's competition, all right? There's participation when they run. There's participation when we vote. There's participation when we're just alive in this country, because you participate by being a citizen. You don't have to do anything right. You participate by just being a citizen in this country. That's your participation. Now, why you say, well, I don't have no choice. I was born in this country. Like, well, you can always denounce citizenship. You can always become a citizen of another country. You can always just leave. You can always, there's always a choice. And because there's always a choice, you're always willingly participating in something, whether you want to say it or not. So vote this time around. I know a lot of people don't vote, but I'm explaining this to all my people who see things through a spiritual eye. You know how spells work. You know how rituals happen. So I gave you a lot. I gave you everything you need for it to happen. Intent, energy, rituals, participation, voluntary. Where does the pure energy come from? Well, the pure energy comes from the children who are born and they're automatically citizens. That's the pure energy. So even if you're one of those people who say, well, no, you need pure energy. Well, that is the pure energy, because their parents signed their energy over into the United States or whatever country. That's why we need to vote, because it's already a spiritual event. It's already a magical event. And it's going to take advantage of you if you don't put your 2 cents into it. It's different to think about it this way, politics. But we know one thing: power is definitely the commodity when we're talking about politics. Power is what's at stake. The transfer of power is happening, or the building of power is happening. But power is how you affect change. And that has everything to do with energy. And that has everything to do with influence. And it has everything to do with magic. So vote this time around. I broke it down for y'all. I'm not a political nut. I really don't care much about it. But now that I see what's really going on, it's important that our votes are going in, because it's going to affect us anyway. It's going to affect us anyway. It's very important. That's sirens. That might mean something, y'all. I'm giving y'all this point, and them sirens just come on. But it's important. If I'm saying it's important, and then sirens coming on, that seems like some synchronization, right? That seems like a, like a confirmation. That's how magic works, y'all. Just go ahead, vote, make an educated decision. All right. I used to think the votes didn't matter, but then I realized it's not about goddamn voting. It's about magic, and when there's magic, you have to have voluntary people. You got to. That's the way it works. These souls got to be voluntary, and we're automatically voluntary by just being here, and they automatically are influencing us by us just being born here. Because you sign a contract, you got to understand that a birth certificate, that's a contract. Citizenship, that's a contract. And I just told y'all that when you're doing magic, you need that. That's the other part. You need the connection. You need a connection. That was the last part. I hope y'all stayed into this point. Everybody who stayed into this point, y'all got the last part. You need a connection. That could be sexual, that could be legal, that could be financial. When you sign contracts, that's an automatic binding agent. We are automatically together. We are automatically one. That's a fact. That's what I mean by that. When you need that connection. That's a better way for me to explain that. You need a connection, y'all. So politics is magic. Citizenship is magic. We are one being, so we might as well vote and give a true voice instead of a lazy half voice that don't benefit nobody, and is damn sure not gonna benefit you if you don't speak up. But that's why I'm doing it, y'all. I love y'all. Vote for whoever you feel honestly and logically wants the best for the country. Do your best to be educated on it. Do research. Instagram is not research. Facebook, that's not research, y'all. That's not research. I'm just gonna be honest, because recognize this. That's all propaganda, and it's real bias, which a lot of CNN, Fox, everything's biased. But look, Instagram is definitely biased. You can't make a decision off of a funny meme. That's just inappropriate. That's just inappropriate. All right, love y'all. Peace. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because that'll make you a black native. A black native is a person who is actively working towards becoming a complete being, or they are already a complete being. All right. Black is all of the colors of the chakras mixed together. When you can't tell the difference between the colors, and they mix so perfectly, and you've mastered each chakra, all of the colors come together and they become black. All right. It has nothing to do with race. This is not a racial channel. I love all of my brothers. I love all of my sisters. And, I always wonder what politics played in the world. Like, how did spirituality and magic have any, involvement with politics? And Yahweh revealed it to me. So thank you, Yah. Thank y'all for listening. And I love y'all. Peace.